This video 6. Yeah, the divine feminine, right? Okay. The black holiest of holies, as represented by Jerusalem, the Holy Land, Al-Kibu land, Al-Kaaba land, Kabbalah, Allah, as represented by time, as represented by Saturn. And you know why Santa Claus is represented by Saturn? Santa Claus represents Saint Nick? Because Saturn is supposed to be the discipliner. Saturn is supposed to be the one who gives great rewards after discipline. So Santa comes with gifts. So he's represented by great gifts. After one achieves their goal and stays true to the discipline by which they get the knowledge as given by Jupiter, right? The one who bestows great knowledge on the individuals, right? He bestows knowledge, but Saturn bestows the gifts for utilizing the knowledge. That's why Saturn is represented by Santa Claus, right? And the clause represents the colostrum. The colostrum represents, well, not the colostrum, but the DMT as it rises, right? To rise to the head. I think it's called colostrum too, but I know the colostrum comes from the breast when the woman is breastfeeding, right? The child, that's colostrum. But so I don't know if the DMT as it rises from the root chakra to the pineal gland, if that's called colostrum too. I can't remember, but it goes to the 33rd vertebrae, and then to the magnum opus is represented by the pineal gland, right? Okay, so and then one becomes what? 144,000. One of the 44,000, the chosen ones, right? And the 44,000 is the brain cells activated by the pineal gland, right? Okay. So now, so we are the illuminated ones. We are the Illuminati. And were we to aid in supporting the world? Yes, that is our duty. To shine, shine, shine. To illuminate the knowledge, right? To spread it from sea to shiny sea, right? To assist those in finding and in shining their light. Okay? We are to shine so that others, we can be beacons for others. That is what a star is, right? To guide, to navigate. Okay. So we are the Illuminati. There is no shame in being an Illuminati. It is a shame in being a rat child Illuminati. Okay? A rat child Mason. Okay? And he is not the head. Rat child is not the head of the Illuminati. He is not the head of the Masons. Rat child is a bitch. And yeah, I said it. Rat child is a bitch. He's an Antichrist. The one with no DMT. Richly black. No. He's the Antichrist, the beast with no DMT, melanin rich black humanity. He's a beast. And that's why he's trying to take it in Palestine. Trying to take Jerusalem. Trying to rape the Holy Land. Now, so illuminated ones are interstellar, galactic, divinely created, an organized nation, an organized family, mashallah, and Ra Adam is the head, Osiris, as represented by Osiris, as represented by Kemet, as represented by Israel, as represented by Aries, where the head, where the north node is, and the south node is in Libra, which it has to be cleansed of the Antichrist beast rat child, synagogue of Satan, as represented by whom but that bitch also, what's his name? Netanyahu, representing the Ashkenazis, the Nazis that are in there committing genocide along with Joe Biden. that must be destroyed, that must be ended. And they figure they got a year until the election in November, right? November being where, mashallah, the celestial father is, right? Where my son, mashallah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, birthday, 1987. The harmonic convergence, Elvis Presley, the celestial convergence between the two sons of Abraham, the two faiths of Abraham, not the two faiths, but the two, the Islam and Judaism, the Saracens, and the Muslims, right? The Moors, the Saracens and the Moors, right? The unification of that, as represented by Elvis and my father and Elvis, as represented by myself, as represented by Aries, as represented by the Ramadan cardinal sun, as represented by the celestial house of the Ramadan cardinal sun, Aries, Aries light, as seen by Aries always with the Lion of Judah, the son of Judah, Horus. That'd be Pluto, Aries, that would be Pluto and Judah, the sun, as it's exalted in Aries, Ariel, the angle of Aries, the cardinal house of Aries, the head of man, the celestial body of man. That would be what? Isis. That would be the moon, the Ramadan moon. To which the Antichrist, the rat child red dragon who thinks it's his year, is attempting to try to take by force, as seen by the South Node, and thus attempt to keep humanity divided, right? In conflict, where there is, in a time there is to be peace. There is to be Islam. There is to be the Christ consciousness, the divine Adam, Ra Adam, the positive 666, not the negative carbon, the DMT lacking carbon, the Antichrist, the Western aristocratic hobosexual, negative, lacking, DMT lacking, melanin lacking, is the Antichrist. Yes, he is a Neanderthal. Yes, he is a Rothschild. Yes, he is of the synagogue of Satan. And yes, he is a Khazar. And yes, he is a fucking European. And I only say fucking European as it relates to how the DMT, Alkebulan black people, richly black people, melaninly richly black people were maligned by those SOBs who were hiding themselves among the European people, to which Europeans must separate themselves from the Antichrist, because he's hiding among you. And that's why he kept the racism going, because he is a racist, because he is not of the race of the DMT, melaninly rich, the melaninly rich carbon black body of Adam Ra. He's not of that spiritual body. He is of the spiritual body of Iblis, the jinn-filled dragon. Okay? Okay, so I posted a video of the last dragon. In the last dragon, it was called Leroy, and I posted this. The last dragon was called Leroy. Leroy's job was to find the master, and the lesson learned throughout the movie was the only master is one who masters himself. That's the master of any individual. They are to master themselves through the knowledge. And his name was Leroy. Okay, Leroy represents El Ray of the sun, the ray of the sun, a beam of light, a beam of knowledge, a beam of consciousness, right? Filled with the divine Holy Spirit, divinely illuminated, and thus able to conquer and conquer matter, right? Was able to conquer matter, able to conquer the body, the physical body, with the physical consciousness, the weight of the physical consciousness, by using light, divine consciousness, which illuminated his entire body, right? Okay. So, once he became an Illuminati, he was able to shine. No longer a moon star, no longer a monster. He was illuminated, a star, pure light, as what is the sun, pure gas, hydrogen and helium, no mass, no moss, okay, no moss day, okay, that is the sun, no moss day, no mass, okay, it has no mass, the day has no mass, the sun has no mass, right? I'm not saying that's what no mass day means, but it certainly sounds good. Okay, anyway, okay, so that is what everybody is to become, no mass day, right? They're to become no mass day, like the sun, and shine, 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 right? Let their light shine according to their divine consciousness, that is their gifts and talents, in which is encrypted in their soul, right? Okay, so every man and wombed man is a Leroy, a ray of sun, a child of the sun. A child of the sun. Which sun? The cardinal sun. The cardinal sun, the house of Ra, the body of Ra, right? They're of his body, right? Okay. That is their father, Adam, Adam Ra, right? Okay. So they are all Leroy on the divine course of incarnation. And the divine course of incarnation, right? Once incarnated, they become a moon star, a monster, mass, right? And they got to learn to be illuminated, right? Utilizing divine consciousness. Then they become like the no mass day, like the sun, right? The sun, the star, right? Just helium and hydrogen, just gas, right? And that's what that's like being born again, right? Right? Rebirth, right? As divine light, right? That's after one transitions from life, they just become light, right? Energy body, right? Okay. Now, so we have we said they're on the divine course of incarnation, destined to become a Holy Spirit-filled, consciously illuminated ray of divine cosmic light, right? And part of the illumination. So if one seeks the divine light, celestial knowledge, the celestial knowledge embedded or imprinted or encoded or encrypted, either one will do, either word will do. Okay. And the celestial divine knowledge that's embedded, imprinted, or encoded or encrypted celestially, right? That is celestially encrypted, encrypted within thyself. Mankind can teach one another. That's to say, mankind, like in the movie Leroy, right, The Last Dragon, mankind can only, another man or another woman can only teach another man and woman so far, At some point, they have to go into the wilderness. That is, go journey on their boat with their body, travel to the celestial field. That is to learn knowledge, grow, okay, and become a master of themselves, right? Because one can only teach someone so long, right? And that is even when it comes to, let's say, the pastors, the preachers, all of these people, all of the sages, imams, they can only teach a person, take a person so far. A person has to learn, teach themselves, and grow and become their own master, their own self-discipline, their own accountability, right? Through learning. The book can only give them so much. They have to understand the book, right? They have to understand the book, comprehend the book, not just read the book, not just memorize the book. They have to comprehend it as it relates to and be able to connect it to the cosmic knowledge, right? The comprehension of the cosmic knowledge, and follow that. Then once they understand that, they graduate from the book and be able to comprehend the heavens as the knowledge is inscripted in the heavens, right? The signs and wonders in the heavens as the lessons are taught through the heavens, right? Okay. And then they basically get the pure word of Allah, right? Because they understand the heavens. And then once they understand the heavens, they can look back at the book and say, yes, this is what that means. Yes, they can interpret it for themselves. And they will know what's right and what's wrong in the book, right? Okay, so, and they will know how that relates to themselves as well, because they are an avatar for, let's say, the planet, for a particular planet. What their body is an avatar for a planet. That's someone to say, they're Aries, they're Pisces, they're what? If that's an avatar, their planet avatar would be, let's say, Neptune or Mars or Pluto, and then the constellation they represent would be, let's say, Aries or Pisces. They would represent the constellation. So that's why they need the profound knowledge of first who they are, then where they fit in, as in their avatar fits in, what constellation, then what their message is, what is the energy, right? That is the energy as it relates to the celestial knowledge, or the character of that constellation, as it relates to the character of that energy, right? As it relates to it's channeled through them, their physical being, right? Okay, that is why we're going to go to video 7.